So as we saw from what happened on the Raw after WrestleMania and from the changes of plan due to Rock's injury, it looks like we're going to be getting a Ryback versus John Cena feud going forward. And in this video, we're going to give our general thoughts on that and ask the question, did Ryback actually turn heel on the show? To discuss this is us, the British Fist.
Gotcha.
Mr. Parkin here and NJ here.
What's up?
So please leave your thoughts on this down in the comment section below. I know a lot of you left your thoughts on it on the Raw review. We're going to go into more of our detailed thoughts in this video.
And make sure you contact us. Send the links in the description box below.
Yes, please do that. So the end of Raw, it wasn't like a great ending of Raw, but we had a newer star in Ryback putting his finisher and essentially turning heel by what it looked like on the top babyface on the roster, John Cena. What was a great moment, mainly because of the crowd reaction. But what are your thoughts on... It looks like it's going to be Ryback versus Cena for the WWE Championship. Your initial thoughts when that moment happened on a Ryback versus Cena potential match?
Well, I'm definitely not going to lie. Anyone that could take John Cena down and for the WWE to allow it gets a big thumbs up in my book, in my eyes. Because, again, it finished where it looked like it was going to be about John Cena finishing Raw, but no, we gave someone else to finish with Raw. It was given to Ryback, and when I saw Ryback being the choice, yes, I enjoyed seeing Cena down. Then I just thought, Ryback, really?
And I can understand where you're coming from here. I don't like to start on a negative, but Ryback has had a pay-per-view loss streak ever since Money in the Bank, and all of a sudden he's gone from losing all these pay-per-view matches going into the main event scene. But on the other hand, I really do like... This is a match I've wanted to see ever since they introduced the Ryback character. The newest kind of big babyface going up against the top babyface. Let's face it, firstly, it's something new for John Cena. We've never seen him feud with Ryback. It is a new championship match. If he was going to face many other people, he's faced CM Punk a lot. He faced The Miz. He's faced many other heels that are in that main event spot. So if anything more, it's something new. And really, after beating The Rock, one of the best wrestlers of all time, who else really believable from a character standpoint could defeat John Cena right now? Because I wouldn't believe that CM Punk could beat John Cena.
And I don't believe Ryback could, because every big pay-per-view match he's had, even if it was against The Shield, or if it was against CM Punk, Ryback's not been able to get the job done.
Well, technically, he's only done the job twice, I believe. One of them was a screw job. Other matches, he was involved in a tag team match where he wasn't pinned. He was pinned in the Elimination Chamber match. And I do admit, the Ryback character does not have anywhere near as much steam, but at the same time, you look at the Ryback character and you think, even if he has lost these amount of matches, and it is terrible that he's losing all these matches, the character and the way he is generally being booked as a massive monster babyface, even though he's losing pay-per-view matches, you can actually believe this guy, like a Goldberg or a Brock Lesnar, could defeat pretty much anyone in the WWE, which is why he's one of the top guys, which is why he's involved in this spot right now, despite the pay-per-view losses.
But then he goes into WrestleMania, the pay-per-view that he needed to win, I think, to get his credibility back, because it's the bigger pay-per-view of the year. It's against someone that's a main event, but not as big as like CM Punk, John Cena, blah, blah, blah. He goes against Mark Henry. And in that match, which we all fans, shall I say, were predicting he was going to get his win, and he loses. And then the next night on Raw, thanks to The Rock doing that walk-off, he's left to change plans, and now he's going against the WWE champion. One that will say, oh, he's got to beat Cena, got to beat Cena. Well, I don't think he should, because he lost Mark Henry than all the matches before.
So I guess the real question here is not just our thoughts on this, but is Ryback really a believable #1 contender? You know, even though he has lost a lot of pay-per-view matches, I still think he is a somewhat believable #1 contender, mainly due to his size, but that's just me. You know, another question you could be is, should this have been done at a bigger pay-per-view? You know, you're going into Extreme Rules with these two. You know, could this have been a match they could have done at WrestleMania, like the two biggest babyfaces in the company? You know, maybe Ryback goes on an undefeated streak throughout 2013, and you haven't faced John Cena. Would it have been better then? Is it better to do now? Are they trying to capitalize on their WrestleMania and post-Raw momentum? They always want a big match going into Extreme Rules, but was this the right one to do?
I believe that this was going to be a later idea, somewhere later in 2013. I just think because of The Rock, again, I'm putting a lot of blame on The Rock here because of what happened. I know the injury thing stopped The Rock from doing much more afterwards, but again, it changed WWE's plans quite heavily. I think if they continued having Ryback and Mark Henry rematch, Extreme Rules. The Cena and Ryback feud will happen later down the line. But I think with the change of plans, having it now instead of having Cena missing a pay-per-view is the better choice.
But we cannot deny that it was like a big moment on Raw. And let's face it, the Raw after WrestleMania is now incredibly... I mean, I'm probably going to look forward to Raw after WrestleMania more than WrestleMania, judging by the crowd reaction. And that Raw after WrestleMania needed a big way to end. And that was a pretty big way to end. Speaking of the ending, though, you had Ryback turn on John Cena, the top babyface in the company. John Cena's getting booed, yet Ryback supposedly turns heel, but he gets cheered a shit ton. So, did Ryback turn heel here? Because, judging by the crowd reaction, you wouldn't think that Ryback turned heel at all, because he got massively cheered because everyone just really doesn't like Cena right now.
Well, it all depends on how Vince wants to look at it, because if Vince looks at this and thinks, okay, we need a new heel to go against our top face, so Ryback's heel in my eyes. But if you look at it from what we saw on Raw, the crowd loved what Ryback did, which is keep him as a face, so in the fans' eyes, Ryback's more of a face than ever because of what he did.
Yeah, it's true. I mean, the problem right now is John Cena, you could pretty much have anyone kick his ass, and people just really don't like John Cena all that much, that they'll boo John Cena and cheer pretty much anyone who kicks his ass. You know, they'll cheer CM Punk if they beat him. They'll cheer any fucking heel that beats John Cena unless they're a legitimate, massive heel. I still don't see why this couldn't be done. I mean, they may still go down this route. I don't see why they can't just do it as a babyface versus a babyface, or maybe Ryback is is a tweener of some kind where he's not really for the fans, he's more for himself, but he still does stuff the crowd like and still want to cheer. It'll be really interesting to see where WWE go with this. Are they gonna treat John Cena as a heel? Are they gonna treat Ryback as a heel? Seeing as Ryback is clearly way more over than John Cena right now. So in my opinion, Ryback did turn heel, but you could very easily make it out as if he really didn't turn heel. It was just the crowd on that night that cheered him.
I think for me to get more behind this match, because as you've heard from this video, I'm pretty much not agreeing with this match. Yes, it needed to happen somewhere down the line, but I don't feel this was the right time thanks to Ryback's booking and the fact that they kind of force-fed this match to happen because of Rock's injury and walkout. I believe Raw, Ryback versus Mark Henry rematch, number one contendership, go for it. But I don't 100% agree with this.
But I still think it was probably if they were going to do another big feud for John Cena, this was definitely the best and newest and freshest thing they could have done, in my opinion. So yeah, Lee, give us your thoughts on this match. What do you think of this match going forward? I must admit, personally, I am looking forward to this match, even though I felt they could have just done it as like two monsters going at it and never facing off before. If they booked Ryback a little bit better, I would really be behind this match. But the fact of the matter is, who wins at Extreme Rules now if they face off each other? Or maybe it'll be a triple threat, we don't know. But should it be, if Ryback wins, he's lost all his pay-per-view matches, so we can't really buy into the fact that he's beat John Cena. And if John Cena wins, well, we're all just going to call bullshit because we don't want to see him as champion. So in my opinion, whether Ryback wins or loses, or whether if Cena wins and Ryback loses, even if Ryback wins, I think at the end of the day, it's a lose-lose situation, mainly because of what WWE had done before going into this match, unfortunately.
Well, with that being the final question for our video, I think it needs to be more than just a one pay-per-view match.
Yeah.
I think somehow John Cena should win, DQ, count out, something, then go on for another match. So John Cena wins one, Ryback wins the next, or something, just so Ryback, after his bad build, doesn't beat John Cena straight away.
Yeah, and if they do have that, if they want Ryback to lose, be it unclean. Please make it unclean, because for God's sake, we're tired of seeing John Cena win. He beat The Rock, fine. If Rock's not going to be there, whatever. But we're tired of seeing John Cena winning the big one every time. Please, I mean, the fans right now are so hating John Cena, they're prepared to get behind Ryback, a character which, let's face it, a lot of people in the IWC to this day still fucking hate. And it goes to show how hated John Cena is, that when a guy like Ryback, who I'm still a fan of, but a lot of people aren't, will cheer him over John Cena because they hate him so damn much. It's the battle of, well, you know, we don't like this guy that much, but we hate this guy, so we're going to cheer this guy who we really don't like that much. That's how it feels to me.
Well, I'm still not a great Ryback fan, but I'm more of a Ryback fan than a Cena fan. Yeah. So when I look at this, I'm just thinking, Cena, if you're going to lose your belt, it's going to be to Ryback. because I can't think of anyone. I have once in my mind, they're not at your level. So to be honest, Extreme Rules, beat Ryback if you must, but be prepared to lose it afterwards.
Yeah, I think Ryback should win, whether it be Extreme Rules or later on. It just has to, in my opinion. Especially if they're going to put him in that main event spot. I would have built Ryback back. I would have built Ryback up a little bit there, but maybe having beat Mark Henry at WrestleMania, which could have been the logical thing to do. But there we go. That's our thoughts on the Ryback versus Cena match that may be happening at Extreme Rules and the potential feud they're going to be doing now for the WWE Championship and whether Ryback turn heel. Let us know your thoughts on these two topics down in the comment section below. And please look forward to our Raw review, which will be coming up soon.
And thank you very much for watching, people. And all I'm going to say is that we're on the road to Extreme Rules. Let's just hope that, like many years in the past, Extreme Rules is better than WrestleMania. And for Mr. Parkin and me, NJ, thank you very much for watching. And goodbye.